Hello, hello. Is my voice is clear to all of you?
Hello, hello. Is my voice is clear to all of you? Hello, hello.
Okay, fine.
My voice is clear to all of you? Hello.
Just wait a second. We are good to go. Very good. Hello, everyone. How are you? Namaskar, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. I hope that all of you are doing very good. So today we are going to discuss, yes, you know that we are into a series of NEET PYQs that we are discussing, and we have completed till 2021 paper, and we have did complete depth analysis for every single chapter. Like we have did for 2021 yesterday, last session I have told you that 2021 paper was a decent good paper. If I will compare it with 23, 22, and 24, it was a very good paper, if I will say. Okay, lengthy paper, time consuming. So I have told you how to approach the questions, how to tackle the questions. Same way, same process following, we are on now today going to analyze the 2020 paper, NEET paper for physics. Obviously, I am taking for physics, Vasar is taking for chemistry, and Shantanu sir and Vandana ma'am are taking for biology. So if you want any help in those subjects also, they are always there to help you all. Okay, complete Tapasya team is with you. So let's, without further wasting any time, let's begin the paper 2020 and let's crack it also. Let's understand how easy questions were there. Okay, all the complete game is of how you are thinking, how you are approaching the question, how confident you are. Okay, so always you have to think that okay, paper is easy. Yeah, it's not that if you make the taboo that okay, it is very tough, it will be very tough, then of course you are not going to solve anything. You'll not be able to, because already you have lost from here. Okay, anyways, we'll see. Be ready with your pen and paper and let's begin. First question, torque. Okay, rotation. First question itself from rotation, but very easy question, just a cross product. What is the question? Read the question, what the question is saying. You have to find the torque. Okay, what are the values given? Force is given, and the particle whose position vector is given. That means r vector is given. Correct. So what I can write for torque? Torque can be written as r cross f. Correct. What I can write? R cross f. Now what is your position vector? I can say it is 2 k cap cross of. What is the force vector? You can say 3 j. That means now multiply the, I hope that this much of basic cross products you would be knowing about very well. So it will be 6 k cross j. That means, can I say you are reversing into that loop? That means k cross j will give you I along with a negative sign. That means what will be the answer? Minus of 6 I Newton into meter. Correct? Any doubt? Simple question. First one. Very good. Move to the next question. Next one. A cylinder contains hydrogen gas at pressure. Some pressure is mentioned, some temperature is mentioned, and you have to calculate its density. Correct? How you can relate the density in this kind of questions? How you can relate the density? See here. We know the relation of PV is equals to nRT. PV is equals to what? nRT. Now I will be making some changes and I will be taking the density relation in this case only. See how we can do. Understand. What further you can write for this pressure? Let it as it is. What you can write for volume? I know that relation density is equals to mass by volume. Correct. So volume, how much I can write? I can write it as mass divided by density. Correct. And it is equals to, now moles, how I'll be writing? Moles can be written as given mass divided by the molecular mass, divided by the molecular mass. This is given mass into R into T. M will be get cancel, and you, what you want to calculate? The density. Density will be how much? P into M divided by R into T. That is what your relation will be. Any doubt? Simple. Now just put the values and check what is your answer is coming. Clear? Can you solve it? The answer will be 0.2. You can cross check it after solving. I am leaving the solution part, solving part on you. Correct. Let's see next question again from thermodynamics itself. Let's see what is the question. It is getting too cold here. Until then, read the question. Read the question. What the question is saying? The question is, two cylinders A and B of equal capacity are connected. Two cylinders are there, equal capacity A and B, each via stopcock. Stopcock, all of you have seen that diagram, basic thermodynamic system. A contains an ideal gas at standard temperature and pressure. B is completely evacuated. B is complete vacuum. Okay, the entire system is thermally insulated. Entire system, that means there is no exchange of heat. The stopcock is suddenly opened. The process is, whenever there is a sudden process, in sudden process what has happened, actually there is no time for heat exchange, and if there is no time for heat exchange, which kind of process, that we know delta Q is equals to 0. If delta Q is equals to 0, what I can say, which kind of process it will be? Adiabatic process. Simply I can understand, I have told you what are the terms that will always be telling you about which kind of process. If it is a rigid container given, then it is isochoric process. So this kind of hints will always be given to the question to judge about the which kind of process it is there. Correct? Very good. Next one, two particles of mass. Next question, read it firstly and try to solve it before me. Try to solve it. Two particles of mass 5 kg and 10 kg respectively are attached to two ends of a rigid rod of length. Draw it. Here it is 5 kg. Here it is 10 kg. Distance between them is 1 meter. The center of mass of the system from 5 kg particle is nearly at a distance. You have to calculate what will be the distance of center of mass from which body it is given 5 kg. Now firstly, what is the formula? Because obviously without formula you cannot solve. What is the formula of position of center of mass? M1 R1 plus M2 R2 divided by M1 plus M2. And how we write the positions? We always assume a reference point. So better always, I have told you the method that always better to assume the first mass as a reference mass. So this position will become 0, 0. Now how I will be writing the position of center of mass? R COM is equals to, what is the formula? M1 R1 plus M2 R2 divided by M1 plus M2. Correct? Clear? Now further, how you will be writing? What is M1? 5. What is the position you will be writing for M1? Can you say it is nothing but 0? Write it 0 plus M2. M2 is how much? 10. What is the position? What is the distance? Position, if I will write for this M2 mass, what is the position that you will write? It will be 10, 1 meter. It will be how much? 1 meter divided by total mass is how much? 15. So can I say my position will be coming effectively 10 by 15. 10 by 15 can be written as 2 by 3 meter. But the options are given in centimeters. So converting in centimeters, that means you have to multiply it by 100. Multiplying it by 100 gives you what? It will become 33.3. 33.3 into 2. That means it will be 66 point something centimeter. Check which option is closest. Option 4, I can say, will be the correct answer. Simple. Any doubt? This is how you calculate for any kind of center of mass in the system. Okay, two particle system was given, so easily you know the formula. Even multiple bodies will be there, then what will be the formula? This is a very easy scenario. Let's suppose multiple bodies, three bodies are kept. Then how you'll be writing the center of mass? You will be just writing the position vector, m1 r1 plus m2 r2 plus m3 r3 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Doesn't matter if n number of bodies are present. What you will do? Keep this sequence for n number of bodies. Correct? So you should be able to write for all the varieties of the question. Next one, optics. Read the question. Very interesting one. Question is what? A ray is incident at an angle of incidence I. A ray is incident on angle of incidence I on one surface of small angle prism. Okay. This is a thin prism. Thin prism case. Let's suppose some angle I, it is incident. Okay, and emergence normally from the opposite surface. From the opposite surface, how it is getting emerge out from the surface? It is emerging normally to the surface. Emerging normally means what? It will be going like this and it will be passing perpendicular. That means, can I say the angle, emergence angle will be equals to how much? 0. Because it is a normal, and along the normal that light is coming out. If along the normal light is coming out, what I can say, the final angle will be emergence angle 0. If emergence angle is 0, can I say r2 will be how much? 0. Oh my god, Suhas sir, have calculated. Sorry sir, unfortunately I don't think so your answer is correct. Okay, let's see. That's why I say that firstly read the question, students, first. Otherwise you will also be marking option 3 just like Suhas sir. Okay, and you will have minus of 5 marks. Congratulations. Okay, read the question firstly. R2 angle of emergence will be 0. Now apply Snell's law. When you will apply Snell's law, you know that one side it will become sine of 0. Sine of 0 is 0. That means what I can conclude from here, that R2 is also equals to what? 0. Correct now? If R2 is equals to 0, I know relation that A, that is the angle of prism, is equals to what? R1 plus R2. That means if R2 is 0, what I can say about R1? That means it will be equals to A. First thing. Now what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the angle of incidence is nearly equals to what? So now understand how you'll be writing. I can apply Snell's law on the first surface. If I have to apply Snell's law on the first surface, what I will be writing? Now just listen carefully. I will be writing that N1, that is air, 1 into sine of I is equals to what? Mu, that is a medium of the prism, mu into sine of R1. This is what you will write the Snell's law. Yes or no? So now what you can say, all the angles are also small. So I can say if the angles are small, you know the property of trigonometry that sine theta can be written as theta, it is equals to tan theta, correct? So I can write simply as at the place of sine I, it is equals to I is equals to mu into sine of R1. At the, because options are not given in terms of R1, that but I know that relation that R1 is equals to A. So simply I can say angle of incidence is equals to mu into A. So which option is correct, students? Option 4. If you will mark option 3, you will have, congratulations, minus of 5 marks. Why I always say minus of 5? Because it was supposed to be get this kind of question plus 4 and one more extra negative marking. That means how much? Minus of 5. Clear? Very good. Let's move to the next question. This one. Easy question here. Easy question. From gravitation. Tell me, what will be the answer? Solve this question. Very standard problem, class example. We have solved these questions in the class also. Variation of G question it is. Now see how we'll solve the question. A body weighs 72 Newton on the surface of the earth. On the surface when you are present, then it is what? Mg is equals to, I can say Mg is equals to how much? 72 Newton. Now what is happening? You are going at a height that is half the radius of the earth. Then what will be the value of your this weight? What will be the net force? That will be gravitational force will be acting. So it will be m into g into l. That means, but you have to calculate what is the effective value of g at that height. Correct? Let's see. So what I can say, there are multiple approaches for different people. What any way you can go. I will simply calculate what is gh. I will write gm divided by r square. And how I will write r square? R plus h into h square. What is the h? What is the height? I can say it is equals to r by 2 whole square. So what I can further say here, that it is equals to gme divided by 3r square. That means it will be equals to 9r square into 4. Correct? And what is the value of students of this complete thing? gme by r square. Can you tell? It is nothing but 10, nearly 10, not exactly. So it will be 4 by 9. Correct? So how much times it will become? I can simply say that it will become gh will become 4 by 9 times of the original g. Correct? So now just I can calculate what will be the force m into g at height. It will be equals to 4 by 9 times 72 into 4 by 9. It will be how much? 8. 8 into 4, that will be 32 Newton. 32 Newton. Option 3 will be correct. Everything will be changing to 4 by 9 factor. Correct? And obviously we know that when we go upside in the height, g value always decreases. Correct? So obviously it have to be decreasing value. Very good. Next question. Read the question, try to find the roadmap, and then solve the question. Light with an average flux of this much is given. Flux falls on a non-reflecting, falls on what? Non-reflecting surface of normal incidence having surface area. This much of area is also given. Okay. The energy received by the surface during a time span of 1 minute. These three values are given. What are the values given? Energy you have to calculate. Time is given 1 meter. Area is given, and power is given. Intensity is given. How you define intensity? Firstly, tell me. Intensity is basically defined as power divided by area. A lot of times students don't remember the formula of intensity. I don't know why you always neglect the formula of intensity. Very important formula. Intensity is equals to power upon area. How you can write power? Power can be written as energy by time into area. That is can be defined as intensity. So I can write energy is equals to I into T into A divided by nothing. So simply write what is I? It will be 20. Time 1 minute is converted into standard units 60 into area, that is 20. Now you'll say, sir, why you have not converted this also in standard units? So simply because here it is in denominator centimeter square, here it is in meter square, centimeter square. That means both of them will be cancel out. One is in denominator and one is in numerator. So why to waste the time? There is no point. 6 to 12, 12 to 24, 24 into 10 power 3 joules. 24 into 10 power 3 joules. Option 4 will be the correct answer. Clear? Any doubt? कोई गिला कोई शिकवा नहीं? Very good, very good. You all are very smart here. I know. You all understand in just one time. Still, anyone have doubt? Then please tell me. It's not like that. We will not discuss. Okay. Fine. Next question. Dipole. Electric dipole, not magnetic dipole. So this would be a easy question. I can say dipole moment of P value is given. How much given? 16 into 10 power minus of 9 coulomb meter. The electric potential due to dipole moment at a distance 0.6 meter from the center of the dipole situated on a line making an angle. That means at any general angle or position, what is the formula of potential due to a dipole? We know that at any potential r comma theta, the formula is kp cos of theta divided by r square. Just put the values, have your answer. What you can say for k? It is equals to 9 into 10 power 9 into p. P is how much? 16 into 10 power minus of 9 into cos of theta. Cos of 60. Cos of 60 is how much? 1 by 2. 1 by 2 divided by r square. R square, R square, it is 0.6 into 0. That means 36 into 10 power minus of 2. That is what you will write the complete equation. Now you have to solve it. So solve it. Let's see what we can do. This 9, this 36, it will go in 4 times. This 4, this 16 will go in 4 times. This 2, here it will go to any other factor. That means it will be should be in factor of 2. 10 power minus 9, 10 power 9, it will also get cancelled. That means 10 power to 2 into 10 power 2. That means option, which one option is correct? Option 3. Simple calculation. Clear? In doubt? Very good. See, next question. Kinematics here. Basic question. Your strong point. Yes or no? Agree? Let's see what the question is. A ball is thrown vertically downward with a velocity of 20 meter per second from the top of a tower. It hits the ground after some time with a velocity of 80 meter per second, the height of the tower. What are the values given here? Initial velocity, final velocity, and what they are asking you for? Position. In the 3 equations of motion that you know, which of the formula that you will be relating here? Which one will be more suitable for you in this kind of question? Tell me. Can you have any idea? Yes. What will be the formula that we will be using is v square minus u square is equals to 2as. V square is what? Final. That means 80 square minus u square is what? That is 20 square is equals to 2 into minus of 10 into s. Correct? A square minus b square. What further I can write about it? That means 80 plus 20. That means I will write it as 100. Better way of solving, I can say. Correct? Because you know all the relation, a square minus b square can be written as a plus b, a minus b, and it will be equals to 60. It is equals to minus of 20 into s. Cancel, cancel. It will be 300 meter. 300 meter. Option 1. Clear? Simple calculation. Next one. Read this question. When a uranium isotope, all of you have read about this equation, nuclear reaction. Okay, in a nuclear fission reaction, this equation that we used to see class in the class, always we used to write this equation whenever we discuss about nuclear reaction. What is that reaction? Very famous reaction is there when 235, and why we react only 235 isotope of uranium, that is also very important thing. Please, whenever you are revising the things, revise it properly. It can be very high probability that this kind of questions can also come. So it used to divide it in, there are basically 2 reactions that is happening. One reaction is for krypton. Krypton, you will have 8936 krypton. Along with it you will get 3 neutrons, because there is a chain a reaction will begin. And along with that, one more product that you will get is barium. Barium 14456. This is the reaction, complete reaction, and obviously some heat will also be generated. Some heat will also be generated of the reaction. Correct? So which option will be correct? Obviously, barium. This is a reaction that you should know. It is mandatory to know about this kind of reactions. Okay. Next question. A long solenoid yeah, basic formula. I think so. Third time I am discussing from the last 5 years of paper, so you can understand how important this is. A long solenoid, what is the length given? 50 centimeter, having a turns 100 turns, carries a current of 1.5 2.5 ampere. The magnetic field at the center of the solenoid. What is the formula? It is equals to mu naught n I. What is mu naught? 4 pi into 10 power minus of 7. What is n? Number of turns per unit length. Number of turns. How many number of turns are there? 100. What is the length there? 50. 50 can also be written as, if you are writing in standard units, it can be written as 0.5 into current, that is 2.5. So I can say it will be directly going in 5 times. Anything else? 5 4 ja 20 pi into 10 power minus of 5. What I can further say, that is, it is equals to 2 pi into 10 power minus of 4. 2 pi into, that means it's going to 6.28 into 10 power minus of 4. Which option is coming correct? Option 2. Clear? Any doubt? Very good. Next question. Thermodynamics. What is the question? Read it. Read it. What is the question? The average thermal energy of a monoatomic gas is, for monoatomic gas, what is the average kinetic energy that we will say? See, normally, what the formula that we get is half kT, correct? Initially, whenever it is mentioned that it is a monatomic, diatomic, or polyatomic gas, then what we used to do, F by 2 kT, correct? F by 2. And what is the degree of freedom for monatomic gas, guys? 3. For monatomic gas, what is the degree of freedom? 3. That means which option will be completely correct? 3 by 2 kT, F by 2 kT. Option 3. Simply time saving questions. No need for solving anything. Correct. Next one. The ratio of contributions made by the electric field and magnetic field components of the intensity of an electromagnetic wave. Very interesting question. Think about it little bit. Electromagnetic waves, all of you have studied. Very basic chapter, but when you see this complete sessions that I have taken for last 4 or 5, I think so 6 7 questions till now I have solved it. I don't remember the exact data, but more than 5 questions I have solved for electromagnetic waves on the board only. So understand, a 15-minute chapters here, 15-minute chapter, read it properly. It is always going to give you plus of 4 marks. Correct. This question is also nothing. If anyone have read it NCERT of electromagnetic wave properly, they know that the contribution of intensity of electric field as well as magnetic field is nothing but same. So if they are same, if I am going to take the ratio, what the ratio will be coming in? Both of them are same here. 1:1. Nothing question. 1:1 simply. What will be answer? Option 3. Clear? Next one. Assume that light of wavelength 600 nanometer is coming from a star. Okay, light is coming from star of wavelength is also mentioned 600 nanometer. The limit of resolution of telescope whose objective diameter is 2 meter. You have to tell the limit of resolution. Resolution limit you have to calculate. So what you know the formula? Resolution limit is 1.22 lambda by a. Already you know what is lambda. Lambda is nothing but equals to 600 into 10 power minus of 9 divided by 2, divided by 2. So if we'll solve it, how much approximately, if you have to judge, you how, what you can say? I can say 1.22 into 3 into 10 power minus of 7. 3 into 1.2, I can say it will be 3.6, 3.6, 3.6 into 10 power minus of 7. Which option is closest? I can say simply option 2. Clear? Option 2 will be the correct answer. Next one. Read the question and just solve this also. Very easy question. A wire of length L. Wire of length is what? L. Elasticity. Area of cross section is Y. Sorry, A. Area of cross section is what? A. Hanging from a fixed support. The length of the wire changes to L1. How much it became? L1. Initially L. When the mass M is suspended from its free end. The expression for Young's model. Very basic question. What is the formula of change in length? Delta L. Tell me. Delta L, how you write? Delta L is written as FL upon AY. Yes or no? How delta L is written? FL upon AY. Clear? So now what you have to write? You have to write the Y, Young's modulus. So how I can write Young's modulus? FL divided by A into delta L. Correct? If M mass is suspended, how much force will be coming? Can you say mg? into L divided by cross section area is given. Now what is the change in length? Initially how much length was there? L. Finally how much length is there? L1. That means what I can say, the difference is going to give me the length. That means I can say L1 minus L. What expression is the same expression? I can say option 1 will be the correct answer. Clear? समझ आया? Now next question, very silly question. Okay, nothing can be more sillier than this. I think that if I have to give the review from till paper, it is also one of the easiest paper. I can say 2021 paper was only good paper till now. What we have discussed, 2021 paper can I can say that it will possess some challenges in front of you. Those students who have did good physics, they only can solve those questions. Not all the, but some good questions were there. Okay, but this paper till now what we have experienced is also not of, it cannot give that much of competition to you. See what question is, the energy required to break one bond at DNA is 10 power minus of 20 joule. Doesn't matter what they have asked you, the value in electron volt. Can't you calculate the energy in electron volts? Wow, silly question. Yeah, simply energy is given as 10 power minus of 20 joules. You have to convert into electron volt, divide it by electron. Electron is how much? 1.6 into 10 power minus of 19. 10 power 19, it will be going here, it will become 10 power minus of 1. 1 divided by 1.6, that will be your answer. Further if you want to write, it will become 10 by 16. Take the LCM and check what will be the exact answer. 16 if you will take by 10 decimal 5 6 0.6 into 10 power minus 1. That means also you can 0.06 will be the answer. 0.06 will be the answer. Correct? Very easily question here. Next one, in a certain region of shape with volume 0.2 meter cube, the electric potential is found to be 5 volt throughout. The magnitude of electric field in that region. You tell me the answer. What should be the answer? Read the question again, okay, and judge from the question. No need for solve anything here. In a certain region of space, volume doesn't matter. One very important line is mentioned here. See here properly. Electric potential is found to be 5 volt. That is also fine, but throughout of the volume it is 5 volt. That means can I say it is nothing but equipotential surface? And if it is equipotential surface, a kind of shape of volume is given. So what will be the electric field into the equipotential surface? Can't do you don't you know? Because whenever there is equipotential surface, on the complete surface the electric field will be what? Zero. Electric field will be what? Zero. So which option is coming correct? Option 2. Next one, the mean free path of a gas with a molecular diameter of d and number of density is a very standard formula here. The mean free path, it is defined as 1 by root 2 pi d square n, and this n is number of charge per unit volume. 1 by root 2 pi d square n. 1 by root 2 pi d square n. Option 3 will be correct one. Is it clear? Fine. Next one. What the question is, an electron is accelerated from rest. What the question is given, an electron is accelerated from rest through a potential difference of v volt. If the de Broglie wavelength of an electron is this much, the potential difference will be what? If there is a potential difference for an electron, what is the direct formula that we know? That lambda can also be written as 12.27 divided by root under v. This is the formula that we know. Correct? You know that it is a basic derivation. When you put kinetic energy is equals to q into v, then from putting the values of for a charge, this value we get. So I hope that this you know this trick. So what are the values now given? It is 1.227 into 10 power minus of 2 nanometers. So can I say it is also equals to 0.122 into 10 power minus of 10 angstrom? Correct? Is equals to 12.27 divided by root v. Actually whenever this value is also calculated in when you put here in angstrom, so I can say this will be, no need to write, this value already is calculated in angstrom. So now just cancel here, how much it will become? I can say this will become 100 times 100 100 100 100, isn't it? Here you have to write if you'll make 100 times, correct. So how much it will become? V is equals to, mm, just square it. Wait here, 10 power 4. 10 power 4 should be the answer. Check it once. If the calculations are correct, I guess 10 power 4 should be the answer. Correct. Option 1 will be the answer. Clear? Simply you have put in the value because it is already always calculated in angstrom only. That from that derivation only that result is coming. Actually, it is written as nearly root under 150 divided by a volt. Okay. So the value of 150 volt when you get is nearly 12.27. The standard value it is. So you can check from there also. Correct. Next one. A 40 microfarad capacitor is connected to a 200 volt and 50 hertz AC supply. The RMS value of the current in the circuit is nearly. What you have to calculate? RMS current. What you have to calculate? RMS current. How you can calculate? RMS calculate can simply be calculated as battery is given as 200 volt divided by the impedance. How you can calculate the impedance? Impedance is nothing but XC. XC can be written as 1 by omega C. 1 by omega C will be going upside. It can be written as 200 into omega. Frequency how much? 2 pi into 50. 2 pi f is what the frequency is into omega. Uh, 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 XC is equal to omega written and C 40 into 10 power minus of 6 because it's a micro. Now I have just calculated how much it is coming. Tackle the power things. 1 2 3 4, correct. That means what you can write if you leave this also. 2 3 4, that means plus 4 and remove this 0, this 0. That's it. Now what are the things that are left here? It will become this 2 multiplication 10, write it, 10 into 8 pi into 10 power minus of 2. Now further you can solve it. How you will be solving it? It will be 8 pi into 10 power minus of 1. Now that means I can say it will be less than 3.1. All the options are less than 3.14 nearly. That means you have to solve it exactly. 8 into 3 nearly 24, correct. 24 decimal. That means which option is closest? Option 4 will be closest. This way you can judge this answer also. Always I have told you, if you are following this from the initial time, always I have told you that always try to rough around your answer, approximate your answer. Okay, that is a much smarter way for solving the questions. See, correct answer. Next one. Very standard question here. Very standard question. All the questions are can be solved in just seconds. See, the increase in width of depletion region in p-n junction diode is due to, in which condition that depletion region width is increasing. This is the basic class example notes also. If you read the notes also, then also you will get that in reverse bias region what happens? The width of the depletion region increases. Width of the depletion region increases because you know that the external electric field and the internal electric field start cancelling out each other. The effect will decrease and that's why depletion region will increase. This is what the simple reverse bias region, option 3. Next one, the Brewster's angle IB for an interface should be. What should be the range for this Brewster's angle? How you define Brewster's angle? Tan of IB is equals to mu of denser medium divided by mu of rarer medium. Correct. This is what we know. Clear. So what I can say that it have to be greater than mu d, have to be greater than mu r, correct. That means I can say that tan of I have to be greater than 1. If tan of IB have to be greater than 1 on the RHS side, if it is greater than 1, that means on LHS side also it have to be greater than 1. So if it have to be greater than 1, what I can say the range from 40, what is tan 45? Tan 45 is 1 from that, and tan 90 is what? Infinite. That means can you say the range should be, if I have to make it greater than 1, option 4 will be correct. Simply make the range, basic maths, correct. Next one. Spherical conductor of radius 10 centimeter has a charge 3.2 into 10 power minus of 7. Some charge is given. Distributed uniformly. What is the magnitude of electric field at a point 15 centimeter from the center of the sphere? What will be the magnitude of electric field at a point 15 centimeter from the center of the sphere. Very basic questions are there in this paper. Very basic question. Very basic formula of electric field. What is the formula? From a center, if it is given some distance, what is the formula? How you used to write it? KQ divided by R square, simple formula. All of us know. How easy this paper was, just think about it. You just have to put the calculations here. KQ square divided by R square. Now solve it. It will become 9 into 10 power 9 q square. Charge will be equals to how much? 3.2 into 10 power minus of 7 coulomb whole square divided by r square, that will be equals to, because it is an outside surface, that's why I'm saying this is the radius is only 10 centimeter, and this outside sphere is given as 15 centimeter. 15 centimeter, so that means 15 into 10 power minus of 2, make it whole square. Now just solve it, you'll have your answer. Correct. Next one. See, next question. What is the next question is? Capacitance related question. Let's see what is the question. The capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with air as a medium is 6 microfarad. Notice that in air how much the capacitance is. In air, how we used to write capacitance? A epsilon naught by d, and it is given how much? 6 microfarad. Okay, now read the next statement. With the introduction of a dielectric medium, when you insert a dielectric medium, that is epsilon r, relative permittivity, or also we represent it as k. The introduction of dielectric medium, the capacitance become 30 just by the introduction of this k. When you multiply it k epsilon naught by d, obviously you know that whenever you insert a medium, it just simply multiplied, relative permittivity will get multiplied. So just by multiplying it will become 30. That means, what you think, how much factor you have multiplied? This complete value is 6. 6 multiplied by 5, so can you say epsilon r is nothing but 5? Yes or no? Epsilon r is nothing but 5. This is clear. Correct. Now what the question is asking you, the permittivity of the medium they have asked you. Be very specific. Permittivity of the medium they have asked you. So permittivity of medium is written as epsilon naught into epsilon r. From electrostatics we know this equation. So what is epsilon naught? 8.85 into 10 power minus of 12 into epsilon r, relative permittivity, that is 5. 8540, nearly 40, into 10 power minus of 12. So what else you can say? If you are taking this as you can say that option 4 will be the correct answer, because 40 is only having the factor in option 4, and 0.44 if you want, that means you can reduce here 2 factors also. Correct. Just we are judging the answers. Most of the questions I have solved just by judging the answers, not like I have solved it completely. There is no need here. I am telling you the exam approach. Here I am not sitting to give you any lecture. The what is the best method for solving in the paper, that is what my motto is to discuss. Okay, how I am solving, just try to follow that. Take now, see next question. If some fool will be sitting, they will be start solving this complete, then NEET is done. What you have to do, taking in account significant figures is the value, don't subtract it here. Just see what is the number of significant digits here present. In the first one, 9.99, how many significant digits? 3. Second one, how many significant digits? I can say 2. Correct. If this is the scenario, sorry, not 2, it will be after decimal, na? Those 1 2 3 4 4 significant. That is what I can say, that the answer to your result will also have how many significant digits present. I can say minimum is 3, so answer should have how many? 3 significant digits. Now see which one option is giving you 3 significant digits. Option 3 is only giving you the 3 significant digits. That means what will be the answer? Simply option 3. Correct. You just have judged it. Is it clear? Next one. What is the question? LCR circuit. Read the question. In LCR circuit is connected to an AC voltage if when L is removed from the circuit, the phase difference between the current and the voltage is pi by 3. Read the question. When inductor is removed, the phase difference between current and voltage is pi by 3. That means what you can write? Tan of theta, because you know that resistance is represented in this direction, and this what you can say, XC, capacitive reactance, is represented in negative y direction. So I can say net impedance will be coming in this direction, and this angle is represented as phi. So how I can define tan of phi? Tan of phi I can simply say XC divided by R. Clear? Now second case, what is written? If instead C is removed, the again the phase difference will be pi by 3. Now if C will be removed, again if I have to define tan of phi, I can say it will be equal to, because phi angles are same, so I can say it will become XL divided by R, correct? And I can say if tan of phi are equal, I can say that XC by R is also equal to XL by R, correct? So can I say from here XC is equals to XL? Can I say this? Yes or no? From equation 1 and 2? You have to be very specific in the formulas there. Without formulas, there is no way of solving, correct? So what is this condition? Can I say it is a condition for the resonant frequency? Yeah, this is a condition for resonant frequency. And what happened at resonance frequency? Z becomes equal to R. That means the net impedance is equals to resistance. This is what we know for the resonant frequency condition. Now the question is asking you for power factor. What is power factor? Power factor formula is cos of phi is equals to R by Z. R by Z. And what is the value of Z? That is also equals to R. That means R by R. What will be the answer? Simply one option. Option 4. समझ आया? Good question. I will say first good question that will make little bit think for you. Option 4. Clear? Very good. Dimension of stress. See, now they are asking for dimension of stress. What is the dimension of stress? Force by area are mlt minus 2 divided by L square ml minus 1 t minus 2 कर लो. Which option is coming correct? Option 1. Nothing questions. I will say. Bonus यार, bonus. You should solve all the questions that are present in this. Isn't it? Yes or no? Fine. Very good. Read the next question. The light of frequency 1.5 times the threshold frequency is incident. What is given? Frequency of incident photon is equals to 1.5 times of the threshold. That means you can write mu naught. Mu naught is represented as threshold frequency. Now further, what is written? What will be the photo current if the frequency is halved and the intensity is doubled? Intensity doesn't affect the current as of now because there is no n factor will be present here. Let's see what will be the first scenario here. I can say energy of incident photon is equals to you will say Ke, kinetic energy is equals to h mu minus h mu naught, correct? And incident photon can be written as 1.5 times of h mu naught minus of h mu naught. So can I say it will be equals to 0.5 h mu naught? That will be the kinetic energy of the electrons, correct? This is the case 1. Now if I have to write case 2, what I can do for case 2? Case 2 will be what? This frequency is getting halved. That means what I can say in second equation, kinetic energy is equals to 1.5 h mu naught divided by 2 minus of h mu naught. It will be, can I say it will be nearly 0.7 something h mu naught. And if I am doing, can I say I will have a negative kinetic energy? And is that possible for electrons to have negative kinetic energy? No. That means I can say there will be no current flowing because there is no photoelectron. Why there is no photoelectron? Because there is not sufficient energy for the photoelectrons to eject out from the surface. Obviously, you have made this 0.7 times of the threshold frequency. Yeah, threshold frequency means what? This is the minimum frequency that is required. Okay, you don't even have to solve this much. This is a very simple thing that if you have made the incident photon frequency less than the threshold frequency, obviously there is no photoelectric effect. If there is no photoelectric effect, no photoelectron. No photoelectron, that means there is no photo current also. Clear the complete reason? Fine. Next question. The solids which have the negative temperature coefficient of resistance. Very simple here. Insulators and semiconductors. Conductors have positive, and this insulators and semiconductors are having negative. So simple question. Option 1 will be the answer. Correct. Next one. A charged particle having drift velocity of 7.5 meter per second, some drift velocity is given, electric field is given. They have asked you for mobility. Very important formula. Very important formula. I don't know, sometimes students why they do miss this formula. Vd is defined as drift velocity is also mu into E. Basic formula. So what you can say for mu, that is the mobility. Drift velocity divided by the electric field. Now put the drift velocity, that is 7.5 into 10 power minus of 4 divided by what is the electric field? 3 into 10 power minus of 10. Now just solve it. Isn't it solvable? What will be happening? 3 divided by 7.5. Can you say it will be nearly 2.5 into 10 power minus 10? Here it is minus of 4. That means I can say 10 minus 4. That means I will say 10 power 6. Which option is coming correct? 2.5 into 10 power 6. Option 3. Clear? Simple calculation was, simple formula was there. So I can say, if I will have to give the complete review of this paper, it was very easier as compared to the last 5 paper. 2021, I will say, I will rate it the first paper. Okay, it was a very good paper. You have to get some very good knowledge to solve that paper completely. Not all the questions, but some questions. Okay, so you can check that also. We have discussed all the questions with a depth. Next one, which of the following graph represents the variation of resistivity with temperature for copper? For copper, which one represents the correct? This one, resistivity versus temperature. This is also a class example. In class, you used to study this kind of curves. Option D will be the correct answer. Next one, very basic system of mechanics. Obviously, I know that they will ask you acceleration. What is acceleration? Tell me the formula, direct formula of two block problems. Acceleration beta formula is what? M2 minus M1 g divided by M1 plus M2. Now do, what is the subtraction of masses will be there? 2g divided by 8. That means what I can say, g by 4. Answer will be how much? G by 4. Not a single option. Somewhere we had made a mistake. 6 plus 4, sorry, it will be 10. No, it will be 10. Correct. Now it will be how much? G by 5. Now let's suppose if some students want that, sir, how to write the equation. I will tell you about writing the equation also. See how you write the equation. I can say this force will be, firstly draw the ability. This force will be what? 6g. This force will be what? 4g. I will say this will be the tension, this will be the tension, and this body, less I will assume it will going downward, it is going upward with the same acceleration. Now how I will write the equation? See here, I will write net force in the direction of motion. What is the net force? I can say here, I will say 60 minus of tension is equals to 6 into a, first equation. Second one, here what you can say, tension is in upward direction, T minus 40 is equals to 4 into a, second equation. Now just add both these equations. What you will having, 60 minus 40, that is 20, is equals to, here also subtraction 2a, that means acceleration is equals to nothing but 10. Some mistake you have did here. G by 5, that means answer should be coming as, oh, we have simply added it, na? Add it here, add it. It will become 10 I, na? Correct. So acceleration will become 2 meter per second square. Both the places answer will be correct. I've told you the how to write the equation also for mechanics. Okay. Anyways, for NEET students, the formula is important. You have to remember the formula. There is no alternative. In the exam, you will not sit and just write the that all those things. Next question. Read the question. In Young's double slit experiment, if the separation between the coherent sources is halved, the sources between, that means I can say d dash. What you have did, you have made it d by 2. Next one, and the distance of the screen and the coherent sources is double. That means capital D dash you have made 2 times. So now what will the fringe width become? Very easy question, silly question here. Beta. What is the formula? Beta d lambda by d. So what I will write, beta dash? Beta dash I will write 2d lambda divided by d. At d dash what I can write? D dash will be written as d by 2. So can you say it will become 4 times of beta? Basic question here. What I will explain in all this. Simple formula based. Clear? Yes or no? अब ये मत बोलना कि you don't know the formula for, what is the formula for fringe width, sir. Okay, don't ask this question. Okay. Next question. Logic gate question. Very interesting. Let's see. Start analyzing. Firstly, what is the input we always take? 0 0. Put 0 0. NOR gates. That means what will be the result here coming? 1 1. 1 1, and it is a NOR gate. Correct? NOR gate. So what you can say, here it was coming how much? 0 0 1 1. Here you will say 1 1. 1 plus 1 1, but reverse that, because there is not, it will output will be 0 0 0, output will be 0. That means option A is incorrect. This is in consideration, this is in consideration. 0 0 1, this is also out of race. That means now you have to check only for option 2 and 3. Now see how to solve these questions in the exam. Check which one options are different. 0 1 0 0 1 1. Option 2 will make the correct answer only. Let's check the second one. Different pen I am taking. You have to take 0 and 1. 0 and 1, it will give you 1 and 0. 1 plus 0, 1. But reverse that, again it have to become 0. That means this second time option also should be 0. Which option is correct? You can say option 2 will be the correct answer. Simple. You don't have to solve it completely. Yeah. If you are taking it completely solving, it will take a lot of time. Option 2 will be the correct one. Is it clear? Bolo, yes or no? Very good. Next one. The energy required for 0.5 gram of substance is energy required for 0.5 gram of substance. How will calculate the what is the relation of mass with energy? Only single equation. Einstein Baba. What is the relation? E is equals to mc square. Equivalent mass will be what? 0.5 into 10 power minus of 3 into 9 into 3 into 10 power 8 square. It will become 16. That means 9545 4.5 into 10 power 13. 4.5 into 10 power 13 joules. Option 3 will be the correct answer. Yes or no? Yeah, I'm explaining and still I am near to complete the paper in 50 minutes. Yeah, can't you solve it in 30 minutes? Yes or no? Take a challenge and solve this question, all the questions in 30 minutes. It is not more than 30-minute paper. Yeah, just one set it. Next question. For which of the following Bohr model is not valid? Bohr model is only valid for one electron system. One electron system. Let's see. Single ionized neon. Neon. If you are using single ionized, that means it is not single electron system. Let's see. Hydrogen atom, single electron. Singly ionized helium, that is also single electron. Deuterium, it is also single electron system. So I can say on which it is not valid. Option A. It is not valid. Uh, that's why we used to study about semiconductor where multiple electron systems will be there. Correct. So this was all about, finally we have discussed. I have told you that in 50 minutes we will discussing this paper. Very easy paper, I will say. Okay. So this was all about your 2020 paper. I hope that you got a lot of things to learn from here. I hope that you will learn some new concepts. You have learned some new formulas and it have helped you a lot. If it have helped you, please like and share and subscribe to our channel to keep having this kind of engaging content. Okay. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing with Tapasya, Endigu, and Dindigu, Nama Tapasya.